Alright, what's up there people? 100 Spoke Riders here, and here we go again. Bike is tore apart. I am very, very disappointed in these sad excuse of the under the tail kit instructions. It's one sheet and they give you basically four or five pretty much useless pictures. I wasn't even gonna do a how-to video on this, you know, but I just wanted to have my earphones in. I was in here jamming, trying to get it all together, but I realized real quick, after looking at these sad instructions and then going on YouTube trying to look for a how-to video, and I couldn't find no how-to videos on this body style of GSX-R, and very little information on any forum. So that's why I got the tail section off, and I decided I better stop and get this camera going so I can make my own how-to video. These are the pieces I pulled off so far. I pulled off the tail section, I pulled off the seat, and that's the under the tail kit right there. Oh, and I also pulled off this the tail light. So get that crap out of the way. Now I'll just pick it up from right here. It's basic stuff to get this to get that tail section off this GSX-R. Here's where the confusion starts. Now originally this piece right here was about this long. It was sort of like my DR650. When I first got this bike, a week later, I just took a cutoff wheel and cut it right here. And I still had all my factory stuff right there. It was just basically, I just chopped it off, put the plate right here, and that's how I rode for many years. But now with this under the tail kit, the instructions are kind of vague. So it's saying I'm going to probably have to cut this a little bit more. The way they show you how you got to cut makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. The first step to this is getting this little bracket off here. I'm gonna take this off here. Get that bracket off of there so it gives me a little bit more cutting room. Okay, I was gonna use a cutoff wheel, but I forgot I had this thing here. So to cut this little plastic, this should be the perfect thing to use. So I'm just gonna make the cut right along the bottom edge of this tape line. It should be a little bit easier to control it rather than the cutoff wheel. The first time I cut this off back in the day, I didn't have this, and I used a cutoff wheel and left a lot of melted plastic. Then you had to trim it and shave it, and there was a lot of melted slag. So hopefully this will work a little bit better. We'll see how it goes. All right, wish me luck, y'all. First cut. There's a piece right there. That definitely worked way better than the grinding wheel, or than the cutoff wheel on the grinder. Left a lot cleaner cut. It didn't go perfectly. It's not a perfect cut. It did get away from me in a couple areas, but that's okay. This is just the first initial cut. All right, that was just the first cut to get that little lip out the way, so I can see what I'm doing here. And now I know I'm gonna have to cut a little bit more. Sorry about that, people. I'm not sure what happened, but my battery went dead on my GoPro, and I switched the battery, but for some reason the Wi-Fi went crazy. My battery my GoPro just had a little mind of its own for a second during my cut. So I didn't get the full cut, but I just kept on cutting because I didn't realize my GoPro was dead. I went to go check it. I had to re-log back into the application, start a new Wi-Fi name. I don't know what the hell went down with the whole GoPro app on my phone and the GoPro, but I'm back on, and here's the cut I made right here. I got it pretty close to where I want it. I'm gonna test fit it now to see how it looks. I'm not even close to where I need to be. Let's see if I can do this. One hand here. Not even close. Definitely got to do some more cutting. But before I do any more cutting on this here, this plastic piece, I want to take these hooks off. I think this one just unbolts. I can unbolt the hook, and this one I'm gonna have to cut off. Okay, I feel like I cannot catch a break with this bike for some reason. This piece here, I got this piece. This is this piece. I took it off the other side just to see, you know, hey, I'll unbolt it, and that'll be easy. I only got to cut one end off. Well, come to find out, this piece, I don't know if you can see it here, is threaded right in here. It's threaded. That's what holds this bolt on. And this is the rear passenger peg. Now I know I got the seat delete, but I still want to keep my passenger pegs because I can always throw my back seat back on. If I just take it off, then it'll be only held on by one bolt. And actually, on the other side, the passenger peg at the end of it holds on my exhaust. You know what I'm saying? So I still gotta modify it. I gotta modify it some more. This time I'm gonna use this bad boy right here, the cutoff wheel, and I'm gonna chop it like right along there. I got this piece about where I want it, right here. This is all that I need right here. This is the part I cut off of it, the hook I don't need that's in my way for the under the tail kit. Now, right now I'm gonna test fit this to make sure I still got a little bit more room I could cut. I didn't want to cut too far down because I'm already shaved the top of the weld a little bit. I want to keep that weld on there to keep it a little bit strength, you know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to test fit this back on the bike and see if it's close to where I need it. If once I get to the point where I can get my under the tail kit's going to fit on there, I'm going to come back and grind this down just so it makes it look a little better. It's not just all sharp edges and a crude cut like this. So this will get grounded down later. So let me put this back on the bike and test fit it and make sure everything's all good.